What are the conditions for your Hajj to be accepted? First and foremost, it must be paid for with your legal earnings. It has to be halal. Because Allah said, لِمَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. It's an obligation for whoever has the means financially. This financial means should be halal, not haram. Because inna Allaha tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiba. Allah is clean, good, and pure, and will only accept that which is pure. If the amount or the finance is impure, then Hajj will be rejected. So first and foremost, halal earnings. Secondly, when you perform Hajj, then Allah advised you to avoid three. فَمَنْ فَرَضَ فِيهِنَّ الْحَجَّ فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوقَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. Whoever has made Hajj obligatory upon himself, meaning anytime you enter the state of Ihram, Allah said, فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوقَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. Whilst you are in a state of Ihram, do not have any intimate relations with your spouse in a state of Ihram. Whilst you are in a state of Ihram, do not disobey Allah or use any foul language. No foul language whilst you are in a state of Ihram. And do not engage in any form of dispute or argument whilst you are in a state of Ihram. So for your Hajj to be accepted, فَلَا رَفَثَ, no intimate relations, وَلَا فُسُوقَ, no foul language, no disobedience, no any act of sins, وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ, no argument or dispute whilst you are in a state of Ihram. That's another condition. Another condition for your Hajj to be accepted is perform it according to the Sunnah of the Prophet, as he said, take your Hajj rights from me. Do not perform Hajj in any form or way. Don't imitate or copy anyone apart from the command of Allah and the teachings of the Prophet as he has taught us to perform Hajj. That's another condition for it to be accepted. Another condition for your Hajj to be accepted, the fourth condition, is be sincere. Do it for the sake of Allah. Because إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ وَإِنَّمَا لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مَا نَوَى. Deeds are based on the intention, and everyone will be rewarded for the intention of his actions. So perform Hajj only to please Allah and not to show off. Another condition for your Hajj to be accepted, after performing Hajj, upon your return, follow it with good deeds and do not go back to your original sins or your old self. So for your Hajj to be accepted, remember at least these four. That is, it has to be halal earning. And whilst you are in a state of Ihram, do not engage in any intimacy with your spouse. Do not fight. Do not use foul language. Do not commit any act of disobedience or sin. And do not argue or dispute with anyone. Perform Hajj according to the Sunnah of the Prophet, because he said, take your Hajj rights from me. And of course, after doing that, make sure this Hajj is followed with good deeds. And among the important things not to forget about is do it sincerely to seek the pleasure of Allah and not to show off. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.